Yeah, just lie down. Let your body relax. Right? Let yourself feel heavy. And just feel the feels of this moment. Right? Feeling your breath, feeling your body on the ground, on the earth if you're here outside. Maybe there's a breeze in the air. Certainly is one here. It's lovely. But just notice the fullness of this moment, of every moment, really. There's so many things you could pay attention to in this moment, right? Besides the jabbering of your thoughts. So let's see if we can release that habit of just paying attention to our thoughts and start to feel the other things and pay attention to the other things. Feel your body, hear the sounds, right? Come into the breath. So let's take a few breaths together. Take a big inhale through your nose. And just take the biggest breath you can, right? Really fill the body with your breath. Hold your breath as you get to the top, right? See if you can relax into that holding. And then release it out through your mouth, exhale. And just let the breath pour out of your mouth. Then do that again. Inhale through your nose. Filling up. Let the breath fill the whole torso, right up under the collarbones, holding it at the base of the throat, soften. And then release it, exhale. Open your mouth, all the breath pours out. Then do like that one more time. Inhaling through your nose. Take the biggest breath so far, right? Really filling all the way up. Fill all the nooks and crannies with the breath. Holding, softening. Inhaling some more. Can you fill up more? Hold. Hold just a little bit longer. Relax. And then exhale. Let all the breath pour out. And then start to breathe in and out through your nose. Steadying the breath, smoothing it out, in through the nose, out through the nose. By cultivating the Ujjayi breath, our victorious breath. Right, so noticing if we kind of fall back into the habit of the mind, right? Just listening to the thoughts. And can you come back into the breath, come back into the body? In this moment, right here, right now. I think it makes it a little bit easier to stay present when we start to add some movement in the body, right? Start to move around a little bit. So let's do that. Just wiggling your fingers and your toes. Yeah, circle your wrists and your ankles. And take a stretch. Oh, reach your arms overhead, stretch your legs, maybe lean a little bit side to side. Oh, all right, stretch it out. Then let the arms circle out wide, hug your knees into your chest. Give them a soft squeeze. Yeah. And just rock a little side to side. And we'll come into an easy twist as we do. Just bring your knees over to the left. And reach your right arm and just soften into the twist, right? Let your legs be heavy. Just opening up the arms, or if you want, you can weigh your knees down with your hand if that makes sense for you to press down like that. Good. And then easy up to center. Bring your knees to the middle. Take an inhale and exhale the legs over to the other side. So just twist in the other direction, allowing the legs to be heavy. All right. Good. And then coming back to center, come to the middle. Great. And then send your heels straight up to the sky. And straighten your legs and maybe grab onto the backs of your legs a little bit. Give them a stretch. Yeah, just see how everything feels. Let the legs come out to the sides. Turn the toes out. Bring the legs out. Oh, stretch out the inner thighs. And bringing the legs back up to center. Let's gather the knees. We'll roll forward and back a time or two. All right, and come on up to seated. And let's just take a moment here. All right. Sitting comfortably, let's inhale, reach it up. And exhale, pressing the palms, bring your hands to your heart. Let's pause here, dropping the gaze, maybe close your eyes. Right, setting an intention for your practice. Right, think about why you decided to take a yoga class today. Right, and see if you can honor that intention. Right, that idea of like, I'm coming onto my mat for whatever reason today. And see if you can honor your practice with that. Right, keeping that intention in mind. All right. Take a big breath here. Inhale. And sigh it out. Exhale. Releasing the hands down. Feel free to keep your eyes closed. Maybe open your eyes. Inhale, reach up, interlace the fingers, turn the palms inside out, and just press up. Oh, get nice and tall. Yeah. And then go forward, round the spine, and press the palms forward. Let your chin come down towards your chest. Just stretch out the back body. Tucking the tailbone under a little bit so you feel some length in the lower back. Yeah. And bring the hands back up, press to the sky. Inhale. And exhale, bring the hands behind. So we'll do the opposite interlace. Put the other thumb on top, the other pinky under, and just reach the knuckles back and down. Oh, right. Stretch, lift the heart up. Maybe lift your chin. Yeah. And then if it makes sense in your body to fold forward, let's come out over the legs. Reaching the hands up towards the ceiling, the sky, however much. And then coming back up, lift the chest, come up. Let's switch the cross of the legs, and we're going to do that one more time. So switch the cross. Yeah. And then switch the interlace again. Reach the knuckles back and down. And one more time, folding however much, even if it's just a little bit, up and over. And reaching the arms up towards the sky, again, however much. Take one more breath. Good. And then slowly come all the way up. Oh, relax your shoulders, your arms, give them a little shake. Oof, right? Feel all the feels. Let's come over onto hands and knees. We'll do some cat-cow and just keep warming up the body. All right. So come into a tabletop, wrists under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Inhale, draw your heart forward, lift the sit bones. Good. Exhale, around the spine, tucking the tailbone. Inhale, come forward, spread the collarbones, lift the sit bones. Yeah, exhale, drop the head, tuck the tailbone. 2 more times like that. Inhale, lifting. Good. Exhale to round. 1 more. Inhale, heart lift. Yeah, exhale, we round. Okay, good. Find a tabletop position where the spine feels kind of centered in the body, neutral, right? Little lift in the lower belly. Bring the knees a little closer together and send your right leg straight back behind you. Hug the rib tips in. Now, yeah, try and straighten the leg and actually drop the outer right hip down. So your hips are square to the floor. And as you flex your foot, your toes all point straight down towards the ground. Yeah, hug the ribs in and see if you can keep the outer hip down and maybe lift the leg a little higher. Lean into your right hand, pick your left hand up. Yes, hug the ribs in. Yeah, keep the belly lifting. Almost like you're trying to pull your hip bones towards your ribs, right? Get that lift and then press the leg a little higher. Relax your shoulders down. Take one more breath here. Lift everything up. Inhale. And just bring it all down. Exhale, hand down, knee down. Maybe sit back for a second. I appreciate the work in your back, in your glutes, your shoulders. All right, back up. Belly lifting, arms straight and strong, wrists under your shoulders. You can bring the knees a little closer together, and then we'll do the same thing on the other side. So the left leg goes back. The temptation is to lift the hip because it does make being here a little bit easier, but that's not why we're doing it. So let's drop the outer hip down, right? Outer hip down so that we're square to the floor. This is the action that we want, right? Toes pointing straight down towards the earth. Belly lifting, because it gets a little bit of a challenge there. Yeah, as we pick the leg up. All right, lean into your left hand and float the right. Keep the belly lifted. Again, that feeling of trying to pull your hip bones up towards your ribs. Yes. Press the floor. Wait, just switch your hands. So you're doing opposite hand, opposite leg. Put your left hand down and pick your right hand up. Yes, that's it. Breathe here. Take another breath. Try and lift everything a little bit higher. Inhale. And all down, exhale. Whoo, hand down, knee down, sit back. That's just gravity, you know. It's just gravity, no big deal. All right, relax your shoulders. Okay. We're just gonna do that sort of again with a slight variation. Okay, so come on back up, tabletop. Belly to the spine, right? Shoulders out of the ears. Maybe the knees come in a little closer. Send the right leg back. Reach the left hand forward. So we're balancing, right? Outer right hip down. You have to kind of make that conscious choice. Yeah. Press the leg to the sky. Take an inhale. And all we're going to do is lower to tap the pinky, tap your toes, and lift them back up. Yeah. And then just tap and lift. Yeah, keep the belly lifted. Tap and lift, and 2 more times. Tap. Keep lifting the belly button to the spine. 1 more tap and lift and hold it up. 3, maybe a little higher, and all the way down. Hand down, knee down. Woo! Feel that squeeziness. There's pine needles. Oh, that breeze is delightful. Okay. Tabletop. 1 more. This is the last one, I promise. And then we're done. No. then we're done with this. Send your left leg back. Right, I want to do it too. Like I just naturally want to sort of tuck the hip in and lift my left hip because it's easier to do it that way. But right, outer left hip down. This is the challenge of most of the things that we do in yoga. Like there's an easy way to do it, and then there's the yoga way to do it. All right, lean into your left hand, pick your right hand up. Yeah. So the challenge is going to be to keep the belly lifting, right? The belly button to the spine. Take an inhale. And then just lower down. Little tap and lift everything back up. Yeah. Tap the toes, tap your pinky. And lift. That's it. Tap it again. Try and stay lifted in the left shoulder. Press the floor away. 2 more times. Tap and lift. Belly button to spine. 1 more. Good, you guys. Lift. Hold it up. 3, 2. Lift the belly. And come on down. Whew. All the way down. Sit the hips back. Oh, feel the strength in your back, right? In your upper back. Maybe you feel some of your lower back, your glutes. Maybe you feel your hamstrings a little bit. All right. Sorry, that was a terrible noise with my water. Let's do downward facing dog. Ready? Hand shoulder distance, spread your fingers, tuck your toes, lift your hips. Oh, right, as you come into down dog, pedal your heels a time or two. Maybe you shake your head out. You can even like sink down into your shoulders and just get a good stretch there if you like. How's your breath? Smooth out the breath in through the nose, out through the nose. Yeah, and anytime you need to, feel free to bring your knees to the ground and just take a break in child's pose or any sort of resting position, because I know down dog, it's a tall order, right? It looks so simple, so easy. No problem. All right, awesome, you guys. Okay, take another breath. Just press back with the legs. Keep that pressing back with the thighs and shift forward to plank. Like your legs are resisting. Your legs still want to do down dog, but you're going to do plank anyway. Right, heart goes forward. Reach with the inner thighs. Inner thighs up to the ceiling, to the sky. Keep reaching with the inner thighs and send yourself back to down dog. Reach the inner thighs back. So it almost feels like your heels are kind of separating out away from each other, right? That much reaching with the inner thighs. And then as you feel that kind of moving out with the heels, hug the outer ankles in. Awesome. All right, keep the legs, keep the inner thighs reaching, keep the thighs pressing back and come back into your plank pose. And feel free to do knees plank, by the way, right? At any point, if you need to drop your knees to the ground, feel free to do that. Get your shoulders away from your neck, right? And then just check in with your hands. Could you press more evenly through your hands? Right? Could you press your fingertips into the earth? Take one more breath. Shift forward as you inhale. Get onto your tippy toes. Exhale, bend the elbows. Skim the ribs with the upper arms as you lower down. I gotta back up so my face isn't in the grass. Okay, as much as I like the grass, reach your hands back. Curl the tailbone under, and let's lift up Shalabhasana. Lift the head, the chest, lift the legs. So as you lift your legs, can you think about those inner thighs and reach with the inner thighs? Come on down. Let's do a round with the hands interlaced. So interlace your fingers. Curl the tailbone under again. Reach the knuckles back. Lift your chest. Lift your legs. If you can, press your thighs away from the ground. Yeah, inhale. Release it, exhale. Whew. So we're going to do it again with the opposite interlace. So put the other thumb on top, the other pinky under. Curl the tailbone under. Reach with the inner thighs on your legs right now. Lift the chest, lift the legs. Try and use your inner thighs. Take another breath. Lift and let it go, come down. Release your hands, waggle your hips, soften for a moment. And then planting your palms by your ribs, tuck your toes, take an inhale. Use your exhale. Maybe you pressed a knees plank, maybe regular plank. Take an inhale at the top. Exhale into the stretch. Downward facing dog. Right, breathe. Find the sweetness. Right, notice if your mind just wants to go to your shoulders or whatever, like find a stretch. Smooth out the breath, right? Press back with the legs. Take one more inhale, shifting the gaze forward as you exhale. Lift your heels, bend your knees, walk, hop, feet to hands. Lift the chest up halfway, inhale. Fold back down, exhale. Firm the glutes, lift the heart, reach the arms, come all the way up. Inhale, exhale, hands to the heart. Take a moment here, drop your gaze to your fingertips. Maybe close your eyes. Just feel your breath. Feel your body. Oh, right, nice. Releasing the hands down, turn the palms out, inhale, stretch out and up. Exhale, up and over, hinge and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands, step the right foot back. Take a moment in the lunge, like really feel that stretch. Yeah, drop the right knee down to the earth. Inhale, lift the chest, Anjaneyasana. Here too, can we reach with the back leg, inner thigh? Send it back. Lift the chest up, lift the heart up. Get the whole front foot on the floor. Yeah, so just scoot your foot forward a little bit. There we go, that's it. Hip bones lifting, right? Maybe bend a little deeper into the front knee. Awesome, you guys. Bring the hands down. Press the hips back, straightening the front leg. Keep your hip over your knee. So you may need to move your front foot forward a little bit. And if you can, let's flex the front foot. Toes to the sky, lean forward. Lengthen the outer left hip back, right? Send it back away from you as you reach the heel forward. Good. Now, if you can, if you're doing okay, let's turn the left toes out to the left. Oh, hello. That's a good one, right, guys? Lengthen the outer right hip back as you do that. I know. Come back to center. Bend the front knee, come back into your lunge. Tuck the back toes, lift the knee, plant your hands, step back, plank. Oh, yes. So let's just hover here for a moment and appreciate the glory of plank pose. Keep the belly lifting, right? The hip bones still reaching for the ribs. They think it's going to be better when they get there. Take one more breath, lean in, inhale. Exhale, bring it down. All the way down. Flatten your feet, lift the chest. Peel up. Ooh, that stretch, cobra pose. Exhale, forward and down. Keep your shoulders back and down, away from your neck, and lift the chest. Press the feet down. Lift the heart up. Yeah. Lengthen forward and down. One more time like that. Keep the elbows in close. Lift the heart. Melt the pubic bone to the earth. Press the feet. We're going to go right to down dog. Tuck your toes. Lift your hips. Up and back. Downward facing dog. Good, you guys. Lift your right leg up into the air. Go ahead and take the stretch. Turn your toes out, lift your hip, bend your knee. Yeah. Right. Press your left thigh back and sink the left heel down. Take one more breath. All right, straighten your legs, square your hips. Lengthen the outer left hip back. Lift the right leg a little higher with the inner thigh. Yes. Inhale. Exhale your knee to your nose. Hover forward. Look forward. Pull the knee forward and step your foot between your hands. Take a breath in the stretch. And then drop the back knee. Flatten the foot. Come up, Anjaneyasana. Whole front foot pressing down. Right, lift up. Lengthen the left hip, right hip back. Reach the right, dang it, left inner thigh back. Squaring the hips, right? That's what we're trying to do, square the hips. And then maybe you bend a little deeper, right? Feel into the stretch. Good, hands come down. Straighten the front leg, press the hips back. Consider flexing the front foot. You may need to scoot your front foot forward a little bit. Lean in, come into the stretch. Yeah. Outer right hip lengthening back. All right, good. And then try turning the toes out to the right. Right toes to the right. Woo! So then you try and lengthen your outer left hip back, right? Because we tend to kind of sit out into that left hip because the stretch. Wow, right? It's very exciting out there on that IT band area. All right, back to center. Bend the knee. Plant the hands, tuck the back toes, lift, and step your left foot forward. Step to the top. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold back in. Firm the glutes, lift the chest. Inhale, come all the way up. And we're gonna fold right back down. Open the arms, spread your wings, fold in half. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, bend the knees, hands down, left foot back. In that lunge again, yes. This time, bending the back knee, but hovering the knee. So you're close to the earth, but not quite touching it, and come up. Oh, this is a little more juicy. Yeah. So here too, lengthen the right hip back. Right, lengthen that back. Right, so now, if you're not feeling stretch here, which you may not, first lengthen the tailbone down. Then see, using the inner thigh on the left leg, can you get your back leg a little straighter? Oh, you'll start hopefully to feel that stretch and release. Lift your heart up, lift up, maybe look up. Take one more inhale. Good, exhale. Whoa, bring the hands down. We're gonna just straighten the front leg. So hold right here and just slowly press back. If you need to, come back to the back knee down, but if you can stay lifted, let's do a lifted variation. Maybe if you have blocks, you can put blocks under your hands. Press the toes down into the earth to start. Lengthen the right hip back. And then flex, lift the toes. Yeah, woo. And maybe the right toes out to the right. It's your favorite stretch. Okay, right, super fun. Back to center, bend into your lunge. Okay, let's move the right foot out to the right. Plant your right hand inside. Yeah, so back leg is super straight. Hug the knee onto your arm. Lean into your hands. Really get on the tippy toe of your back foot and see if you can keep your knee and scoop your right foot back. So you're just hovering here. Yeah, 3, 2, 1, step to plank. And lower down to the earth, all the way down. That's it. Relax your shoulders, take a moment. All right, so considering upward facing dog, which you may or may not want to do, so that's lifting your whole body off the floor except your hands and your feet. Feel free to still do cobra pose. They look a lot alike. All right, if you're thinking up dog, pull your hands back so the heel of the hand is more by your waist. All right, the hands come way back. Curl the tailbone under. Scoop the heart forward and up, and then lift your legs off the earth. Yes, draw the heart forward. Inhale. Exhale, up and back. Downward facing dog. All right. So we'll consider chaturanga next time. All right, left leg up. Lift the left leg up and back. Yeah, turn the toes out, lift the hip, bend the knee. And this is just however much stretch, right? Okay, bring it back. Straighten your left leg, square the hips. Lengthen the right outer hip back. And then see if you can lift your lifted leg a little higher. That's it. Take an inhale. Exhale, pull your knee into your nose. Shift forward. Really try and touch your knee to your face. And then look forward, pull the knee forward and step. Woo! Your foot between your hands. Bend your back knee a lot. Hover. Hover the knee. And come up. Yes. Oh, your legs. Outer left hip goes back. Inner right thigh also reaches back to help square us to the top of the mat. Right, yes. Then we pull the hip bones up. Look for some stretch. Like I feel a little bit of stretch, but maybe I could have more stretch. So straighten the back leg a little bit with the inner thigh, right? Reach the inner thigh back. Mount the shoulders down. Lift the heart. Oh, maybe lift the gaze. Feel that breeze. Oh, just soak it in. Inhale. Exhale. gracefully as we're all falling over. Slowly straighten your front leg. Oh yeah, they don't see very well. Oh, yeah, they can't. I don't think they don't see very well. Okay, but they don't bite or anything. So good news. All right, if you can, and when you're ready, flex the front foot. And then slowly turn the toes out. Ooh, to the left. Love that. Love that. Come back to center. Bend the front knee. All right. Step the foot out to the side. Bring the left hand inside. Hands plant. Yes. Hug the knee in. Hug the belly in. Right. Press into your hands. Round the upper back. Get way up on the tippy toes of your back foot. The more height you have, the easier this is. Press the floor away. Get on your tippy toes of your left foot and then just try and scoop your toes back. Keep your knee on your arm. Woo! Take one more breath. All right, step back. You're in plank. Consider bending your elbows to chaturanga, lifting the chest to upward facing dog. Yes, and back. You're like, what? You can always rest. You can always skip that. That's definitely not required. Good job, you guys. Take another breath in your down dog. Just stretch. All right. We're bringing the feet to the hands. Press back. As you exhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, walk or float. Good. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, firm the glutes, rise up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Take a big breath. Inhale and sigh it out. Release your hands down, relax your shoulders. Good job, you guys. Let's just do an A sun salute. Super simple, and you guys know. All right, here we go. Turn the palms out. Inhale. Exhale, up and over. We fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, bend the knees, hands are down. Stepping back still, or maybe hopping back. Chaturanga. Feel free to lower to the earth. Cobra pose, or maybe you go to up dog from your chaturanga. Back to downward facing dog. All right. Let's take 3 more breaths here. Fire up the legs. Right, press them back. Root the whole hand. So not just your fingertips, but also your index finger knuckle, your thumb. Press down. Last inhale here. Exhale. Lift the heels. Bend the knees. Walk or float. Lift up halfway. Inhale. Folding exhale. Lead with the heart. Squeeze the glutes. Inhale up. Exhale. Hands to the heart. Okay. Awesome, you guys. All right, let's Tadasana. Wide across the collarbones, strong legs. You can bring the feet together, have a little space. You know, what feels better in your body. Like, I think I'm standing on something on my left foot. It's fine. Okay. It's part of the challenge, the crazy ground. Chair pose, bend, and reach. It's all chair poses in the park. Oh, my head totally gets chopped off when I'm at the top. I look, I'm like, oh, you definitely couldn't see me there. Press your arms back. Oh, watch your knees. I felt my knees touch. The shame of it all. Keep the knees wide. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Oh my goodness. Woo, your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. There we go. Exhale, bend the knees, hands are down, stepping back, floating back. Maybe chaturanga to upward facing dog, right? But you don't have to do that. To downward facing dog. Good. Okay, right leg up. Inhale. Exhale, rounding the spine. Step forward. Warrior 1. Back heel down. Bring it up. Yes. Outer right hip back. And then press through the back heel, really rooting the outer heel into the earth, right? Press it down. Lift up. Maybe the upper arms can press back a bit. Yeah. Bring your hands behind you. Interlacing. Reach the knuckles. Back and down. Lift the heart. Inhale. Exhale. Go forward. Draw the right hip back as I tip over. Inhale. Come up. Yeah. A couple times. Go forward. Outer hip back. Lift the knuckles to the sky. Inhale. Lift yourself back up. One more time. Forward. Right hip back. Back, back, back. Hold it here. 3 breaths. Let your head hang down towards the ground. Yes, outer hip back. Toss a little more, right hip back and in. Yes. Take one more breath. Inhale, lift yourself back up. Oh, release it. I know your shoulders. Inhale. Exhale. Take it down. Hands down. Step back, plank. Pause. Belly in. All right. Back your feet up a little bit so that your shoulders move behind your wrists. So your arms are at a diagonal. Maybe even walk your hands forward. Like really try and take up more of your mat. Your abs. Tuck the tailbone. Hug the elbows in. Come down onto your forearms. Forearm plank. Isn't that better? And then all the way down to Sphinx. Lift your chest. Maybe flip the elbows if you want to. You can. Oh, yes. And then all the way down, down, down. You're welcome for that. Okay. We're gonna add a little bit of stretchy element to that. So come on up onto your forearms. Yes. Let's bend the left knee. Why not? Bend your left knee. See if you can reach back and grab. And we're trying to stretch the quad. So we're pulling the heel in, right? Maybe lifting the chest up. Can I do it? Oh, maybe. Maybe the fingers spin to face forward, right? But we're still trying to bring this outer left hip down towards the earth, right? Lift the heart, maybe straighten the front arm if that makes sense for your body to do that. Right, then gently release it. Everyone loves that stretch so much. Take a moment. Come on down, waggle your hips. Ardha Bakasana, yeah, this is half frog. Bakasana is frog pose. All right, let's do the other side. Up on your right, left, on your left elbow, bend your right knee. Reach back. Right, so it's fine to, kind of lean in, the hip lifts, whatever. But as we come back, drop the outer hip down. My shoulder's a little easier on this side, so get your hip on the floor. Instead of being this way, down. More, all the way, all the way. Yes, there you go. Oh, there's that stretch. Maybe lift up. Yeah, my shoulder works on this side. Come down and down, all the way down. Oh, whew. We're not going to do the full pose, don't worry. I don't even want to do that. Okay. So we are going to come back into our forearm plank. Don't worry, there's more stretchy things to come. Tuck your toes on your forearms. Peel yourself off the earth. Right, lift up, tailbone to the heels, right? Pressing the ground away. Walk your feet in. Let's get a little more stretch in those shoulders. Dolphin pose, press your chest back. Right, so you're looking for stretch along the outer seam of the armpit. Try and get your hands shoulder distance apart. Your elbows also shoulder distance. Yes, Reese. Good, you guys. All right, back your feet up a little bit. Not as far as plank, but just a little bit further away. Look forward. If you can, separate your hands shoulder distance and lift your elbows up and come back into your downward facing dog. Or just try, you never know. Yes, down dog. Whew, good, you guys. Okay, lift your left leg up into the air. Yes, take an inhale. Exhale, pull the knee forward, step through, warrior one. You're like, oh yeah, you gotta do the other side. That's so long ago. Come back up. Oh, yes. Yeah, you kind of need the shade. If you get a sunny patch, it's really hot. Lengthen the left hip back. And then as we bend into the front knee, can we press into the back heel, right? Really root the right heel into the earth. And then again, one more time, hands behind. So do the other thumb on top, right? Switch that up. Reach the knuckles. Heart lifting to the sky. Inhale. Exhale forward. Shoulder to the knee. Inhale, come up. Yeah, again, exhale. Forward. Inhale, lift. One more time, we'll hold it down. Exhale, forward. Release the crown of the head, right towards the earth. Lengthen the left hip back, right? Back, back, back. Press into your back heel. Take one more breath. Inhale, lift yourself back up, warrior one. All the way up. Oh my goodness. Exhale, the hands down. Okay, we're actually gonna just step the back foot forward. Spin onto the ball of the back foot, step to the top of your mat. That's to make up for earlier when we didn't do it. Inhale, lift your chest halfway up. Exhale, fold, and just take a break here. Easy forward fold, shake out your head. Relax your shoulders. Feel free to bend your knees. You can hold opposite elbows if you like. All right, soften. Okay. Release the elbows. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold back down. Let's come all the way up. Firm the glutes, sweep the arms. Inhale, exhale. Hands to heart. Okay. Find a good spot to stand. Because we're going to do a little bit of standing balancing. So, so just find a spot that feels relatively even-ish. Right, and we'll stand on the right foot first, but first chair pose. First chair pose. And reach. Like, what? We get to stand. Okay, first, let's do the arms, Gardasana arms. Yes, we're gonna do eagle pose to scare the crows. No, just kidding. We've done crow pose a lot. So now we're gonna do the eagle. All right, elbows up. Shoulders away from your neck, all right? Really drop them down. And then lean into your right foot and see if you can pick your left leg up and just scoop it over. And maybe just hug the toes into the outer ankle. Maybe tuck them in. And if you need the balance, you can have your toes on the ground. Yeah, it's totally fine. Left hip draws back. Take an inhale. Exhale. See if you can curl it in and touch your knee with your elbow. Inhale, lift it up. Good, squeeze those legs. Exhale, little touch. Inhale, lift, I know. One more time, really pull the energy up from the earth. Touch, and lift. We're gonna unravel, lift the left leg up, hands to the earth. Whew. Okay, so just take a second, right? Give yourself that moment. We're gonna do a little standing splits. And yes, your right hip is probably burning, but good. Okay, so lengthen forward, inhale. And exhale, start to fold. Lift the left leg up a little higher. Lift using your inner thigh. Yes, Tara, exactly. So the outer left hip down. Down, down. Yes, you guys. And Tosh, more down. The left hip. Yes, that's it. Okay, stay down. Maybe grab your right ankle with your right hand. Stay in the fold. Slowly lower your left big toe to touch the ground. touch it, and then lift it all the way back up using your inner thigh. And then do that again. Touch the ground with your big toe and lift your leg up. Use the inner thigh. Try to keep the hips square. Touch and lift. 2 more times. Tap the big toe, lift your leg. Tap it and lift and hold it up. Hold it up. Breathe. 3, 2, maybe lift it a little higher, and then all the way down, all the way down. Left foot meets the right. Easy forward fold. If you want, you can come down into the squat. I have to separate my feet to do that, but this is nice too. Releases the hip. Okay. You don't have to do this, but whatever you feel like doing, yeah. Okay. The good news is we're doing that other side, so your right hip will get to rest. Your right leg will rest. All right, so if you can, we'll just stand straight up, press into the feet, come right up. Oh, yeah. All right. Find a good spot. I kind of like the sort of, I don't know, slight squishiness, but find a good spot. Yeah, it helps. Make a little pocket for your foot in the grass. Okay, first the chair pose. Bend and reach. Okay. Hopefully you can see enough of me. Like my head's totally getting chopped off when I stand at the top. All right, first the arm. So we'll go right arm under left arm this time. And maybe you just kind of press. You can hold your shoulders, right? That's another option. Yeah, try and lift your elbows. And if your hands are touching, then press your wrists away from your face. Okay, here we go. Lean into the left foot this time. Pick your right leg up over the top. So maybe hug, just switch your legs. Yeah, maybe hug the foot to the outer ankle. If you can tuck it in and sit. Right hip back. Oh, take an inhale. Just try. Your eagle into your eagle egg. Right, tap the elbow to the knee and lift. Squeeze your legs. Do that again. Round the spine. You're an egg. And then you're hatching from your egg. Right, one more. Little tap. And then we'll fully hatch into our standing splits. Lift up. Right, and then you're out of your egg, burst free, hands to the earth. Right leg up into the air. Whew. So just give yourself a moment. Relax your shoulders. Right, soften. Okay, then start to really lift the right leg using your right inner thigh. Right, folding in. Left hand to the left ankle maybe. Right, pull yourself in a little deeper. Keep all of that and let's lift and lower the leg. Tap your right big toe and then lift with the inner thigh. And then do that again, tap and lift. Yes, tap. Try and lift it higher. 2 more. Tap and lift. Last time, tap and lift it up. Hold it up. 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Come on down. Whew. Okay. You can forward fold. If you want, you can stand up and shake it out. Maybe you come down into your squat. Mahalasana. Right, hug your knees into your shoulders or your arms or wherever they're touching. All right. To appease the crows, I guess we'll do crow pose. They love it when we do this, okay? Honestly, I don't think they notice, but we'll pretend that they care. Okay, so hand shoulder distance. You do want to have a little slight turnout, just a little. Bend your elbows, let them come back towards your ankles. Lift your knees, your butt up. So as you come up, your knees to the outer armpit and like the bottom of your knee kind of on the back of your arm. Lift, look forward. 1 foot, 2 feet, sure. Press the earth away. Press and squeeze. Yes, right? Oh, Tara. right. Yes, Tosh. Awesome, you guys. It's a lot of core work, of course, right? Like it's a lot of core work. Okay, we're gonna try one more thing because we're all stretched out and stuff, but let's do a quick wrist counter before we do the next thing. So just briefly, yeah. And you can flip it around and go the other way. All right, so however you like, getting back to downward facing dog. So from here, you can step back, you can jump back, you can take a vinyasa, you can go right into your down dog, whatever you like, but let's down dog ourselves. Mm-hmm. Okay. Good. All right. So earlier we had our foot outside our hand and did that little bit of core work. So we're going to kind of do that in reverse. Pick your right leg up. Bring your right knee towards your outer upper arm, just like we did earlier, kind of the opposite way now. And then we're going to step the right foot outside the right hand. A little harder. Right foot in a bit. Right now, we're attempting to come into the arm balance Ekapada Kundanyasana B. So that means we need to get low. That's what that means. Maybe onto your forearms. But ideally, we're getting below the line of the leg so that we can get behind and under. All right, so take a breath and kind of sink in. Feel that stretch. Try and straighten your back leg if you can. Whew. All right, just let the stretch happen in the front leg. Pin the inner foot down, the big toe side, the inner heel. And then draw the right hip back. Oh, darn it. Okay, here comes the fun part. Lift up enough that you can kind of squiggle yourself behind your leg. So you're coming from the inside. Push on your calf and tuck yourself in. And then draw your hands back so they're under your elbows, right? Pull back. Hug the elbows in, look forward. Squiggle your back foot back, and then you try and straighten your front leg. Pick the foot up, lean in, pick your back foot up. Ekapada Kundanyasana B. Because there's an A, of course. Yes, gosh. Your butt. You're turning almost into Astabhakrasana. Yeah. But that's your outer hip actually needing to go back on the right side. Yeah. But that looked pretty cool because that's another arm balance out to the side. So yeah. I was like, oh wow, you're doing it. Okay. So of course we're gonna try the other side, which we will start from downward facing dog. Last arm balance. We'll just mess around with a little inversion time. Okay, so Adho Mukha Svanasana. Left leg lifts, inhale, exhale, outer upper arm, right? Try and touch, and then we step. It's harder that direction. Bring it in, and then first we stretch, right? So I'm just kind of backing up a little bit, moving my back foot back so I can really get down into this lunge. The temptation is for the hip to swing out. So we're gonna try and pin the outer left hip back and in, right? Lengthening the left side of the waist. At the same time, can we press the big toe, the inner heel, down? Pressing into the earth, right? Lift up, straighten the back leg if you can. All right, let's stretch. Okay, lift up just enough to tuck in, right? Push on your calf as if you could move your bone forward, right? But try and tuck in behind. And then really pull your hands back a lot because you want to get them as much under your hips as possible. That's where you're heaviest right now, right? So squiggle back. Your leg is on your arm fully, right? Fully on your arm, right? For sure. My left arm is supporting my leg. Yes, that's it. Good, you guys. Nice. I'm sweaty. All right, shake it out. Let's stretch our wrists one more time. If you want, we can do the actual pose. So you have the option of just hanging out right here or standing up. And Utthita, well, sorry, it's Padahastasana, not Utthita because that's standing up, but Padahastasana. Hand under the foot, toes to the wrist. Oh, and then you just push your toes into your wrists and lift up with your arms, lift up with the shoulders. Right? And it just stretches the wrists and the forearms. So nice. You can bend your elbows, bend your knees certainly to do it. If you can have your legs straighten them. It's a really nice hamstring stretch, but that kind of kills it for you. You can bend your knees as much as possible, yeah. All right, slowly slide your hands out from under. Give them a shake. All right, roll it up. So we have a couple of options as we head towards a little bit of upside down time. So today we'll do some upside downiness. We'll do a couple of back bends and then we'll cool it down. So as far as upside down goes, you have some options. You can just lie on your mat, put your feet up and stay like that. It's totally cool, especially if you're tired. If you want to work on some kicking, you can do little switch kicks from your down dog or knee taps. Those are always good too. Or if you're like, let's do this. The trees. Okay. And feel free, I did bring a little towel somewhere. Somewhere is my little towel. There we go. That you can also put down for your hands if you want, right? And just like, okay, the tree is behind me, right? And you just come on up. And you can do your handstand on a tree. It's super fun. Or if you're not quite there, you can go this way. You don't even need the towel, I'm just saying, you could, right? You can do this way too. I'm playing with it like this. Yeah. Are the squirrels coming? There was, at the beginning of class, you guys are breathing. The squirrels were, one was chasing the other one, and that squirrel was running for its little squirrel life, running around the tree, running around the other tree, running over there, and the other squirrel's chasing it. I'm like, oh my God, what's gonna happen? The squirrel got away. Oof. Okay. So anyway, we have a couple of really good trees that could probably tolerate 2 or 3 people each. There's a good one over there too. If you're like, what? No. Then lie down, put your legs up, do the down dog, little kick ups. You can also, just from your down dog, practice just trying to get both your feet as high up in the air as possible, right? In preparation, right, for all the way up. Someday. Okay. In preparation. Right, Mike? Okay. Okay. It's right behind you. I know, your mind kind of goes a little crazy with the tree. Yeah, me too. And I could do a handstand, but it's still my brain's like, are you sure? It's 100% directly behind you. You're absolutely gonna hit it. So don't worry about that part. Or you could get a tan. Oh yeah. Did you feel it? Your feet were like touching it if they weren't. Yeah, it was like a 1/4 of an inch. Yeah, no, you did good. Yeah, the shade, the sun is hot. It does, yeah. Come on up. This is it's a good chance to move your mats. We're gonna get a little stretchier, a little more low key now. Yes, I know. I checked those the other day and I'm like, that's sad. It would be nice, at least during the day, you know? Yeah, agree. Agree. Are you gonna try it? All right. Yes. Are we watching Terry? Yes, we are. You have to sign a waiver. Here, I'll stand here so they can look at me instead of you. There we go. I'm blocking you now. Yes, Mike. You may be a little far, actually. Well, I was gonna go up the tree. Okay. Nice. Ha
Yeah, I'm loving the show.
ha. Barb says she's loving it. We aims to please, Barb. We aims to please. Yes, you got this. Yes, Tara. That's good though, because your hips are getting right over your shoulders. Yes! Yay! You did it! Sweet. Yoga on a tree. There you go. Adho Mukha Vrikshasana. At the Vrikshasana. At the Vriksha. Right? No worries. Okay, awesome. Thank you guys. Nice meeting everyone. Okay, back bends. You're welcome. Couple of back bends. So feel free. I know, right? Yeah, you're missing the easy part. But there is no bathroom. That is true. Um, so bridge pose if you're up for it. Or maybe Urdhva Dhanurasana if you're feeling like doing something all the way upside down. I mean, upside down in a back bend. So see how you feel. Let's do bridge pose first. Thank you. Let's do bridge pose first, and then if you feel like Urdhva, we can do Urdhva, like park on my feet. Yeah. Oh, okay. Knees bent, feet flat. Come on in. You guys all know how to do this. Oh, tuck it under. Lift the chest. It's fun when the bugs challenge our zen and our breath. I know. They're so loud. Is it one of those beetles? Yeah, they're so loud. I I don't understand, but it does feel like that. It does feel like that. Okay. Yes, delightful. So a bridge pose, two bridge poses, maybe an Urdhva Dhanurasana if you're feeling adventurous. Right. But just look for the sweetness, look for the stretch. Right? Stretch the belly, stretch your legs. If you haven't already done another round, do another round. Hug those elbows in. Yes, exactly. You can widen your feet, Tosh. Yeah, exactly. And then elbows in. Like feet out, elbows in. Yeah. I know, and then you sweat, and it's just a fun cocktail on your mat of lotion and sweat. Yeah, it's good to have a towel. All right, one more back bend. Last call. Last call back bend. Oh, right. Okay. And then when you're done, that's so nice. Hug your knees into your chest. Oh, yeah, just let your back round. Maybe rock a little bit. Very good. All right, come on up. Let's come up to seated. Bring your legs out front. Oh, all right. Reach up from Dandasana, sitting tall, seated staff. Melt the shoulders away from your ears and just come forward. Maybe you catch your feet, maybe not. Just grab what you can reach and let's take a stretch. Come halfway back up, inhale. And here we go. That's it. All right, so breathing into the sweetness, right? That stretch. If it feels too intense, you can always do less and back off, right? Inhale, lift up halfway, and exhale the rest of the way. Okay, let's go feet out wide. Oh, yes. All right, try not to be on the roots. Okay. Sit tall. Try and keep the toes pointing up, and then we'll just slowly come forward into the stretch. Oh, Upavishta. So just breathe. If you like, you can grab your toes. Technically, we hook the toes. All right, so let's do the toes come back. Let's do the abs. Yeah, maybe you still hold your toes. Oh, this is nice. There's like a little pocket for my butt. Kind of helps the balancing. Do one leg. Yeah, and just balance. And do the other leg. And bring it back. And switch it again. Right. Yeah, and left. And one more time on each side. Darn it. The pocket really pays. And back and both. And both. Lest doing just one feels too easy. Good. I don't know. I'm not sure what's behind me. I'm a little nervous about rolling back only because I'm not sure how lumpy it is back there. I have tree branches in my vicinity. But you can, which is kind of exciting, go forward. It's actually fine because this is very soft. Back from whence you came. All right. And draw the knees in. Oh my goodness. Okay. Give him a little squeeze. Let's take a twist, shall we? So if you can, we'll do Ardha Matsyendrasana, but maybe you do like Ardha. So that means bent and bent, right? This way we want to go? No, we want to go this way. So you're gonna have the right leg under and the left leg over the top. Yeah. Yes. Yes. That's it. All right, sit up tall. So if you can't get your left sit bone back down, chances are this leg is the problem. So we'll straighten it out and then you should be able to, hopefully anyway, get your sit bone down on the floor. All right, so sitting up nice and tall. Let's start hooking the front of the knee with the elbow. Bring your left hand behind you. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, kind of hugging the knee in towards you. Rotate your chest, your shoulders. Oh, all right, enjoy the twist. And if you're thinking like, oh, I kind of want to get in a little deeper, then let's inhale the right arm up into the air and exhale it outside the knee. Inhale to lengthen your spine and exhale to rotate. Oh. All right, breathe as you stretch. Lifting the heart. Take one more breath here. And on your next inhale, gaze forward and exhale, release. So if you can, let's come right into the Gomukhasana stretch. So just tucking the right foot, not your left foot back so that your knees begin to stack. And you may need to adjust yourself a little bit or thread the needle or whatever Sukhasana, if that's better. We try and stack the knees. That may or may not happen. And then we forward fold. My hips are stretching already. I feel it. So sit the left hip back, because as we come forward, it kind of wants to come up with you. So see if you can lengthen it back and down and then lean forward from there. All right, breathe, soften. I'm just allowing the hips to stretch. All right, we have a delightful breeze. It is really nice. So notice if your mind starts to get a little busy as you're here. It tends to do that when we're in these kinds of poses. So try and let go of the thoughts. Right? Notice if you're doing that, let that go and just breathe. Right? See if you can soften the sensation using your breath. Right? Lengthen your exhales. Are you clenching your jaw? Is there tightness there that you could release? Take one last big breath here. Inhale. And just sigh and melt. Exhale. And slowly, slowly come on up. So we're just going to extend the legs out front. Oh, so leaning back. Yeah. Just give them a little shake. Take a moment. And we'll switch and first do the twist. Ardha Matsyendrasana. Half Lord of the Fishes. So this time the left leg is the bottom leg and the right leg is over the top. And again, we'll try and get the right sit bone to come back down onto the floor. Let's start with the elbow at the front of the knee and just kind of hugging the thigh in. So you may feel a nice stretch in your hip just from that. So that's great. Enjoy that. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, hugging the thigh in. Rotate the left ribs towards the right inner thigh. Right, rotating around, lifting the heart. And if this is going well and it feels good and you want a little more, inhale the left arm up into the air and exhale, tuck it outside the knee. Inhale to lift and lengthen. Exhale, rotate. Right, we're trying to rotate the thoracic spine, the neck. So we're working the ribs around, the shoulders around. Yeah. Take another breath. Inhale, get a little taller. Exhale, last little bit of twist. Gaze forward as you inhale and exhale. All right, Gomukhasana. So getting the knees to stack as much as they will anyway, and sometimes it helps to just lift all the way forward so you don't have so much gravity. All right, and then As you're ready, come on out. Ah, into the stretch. Oh my goodness. So just notice how your two sides may feel different from each other. Hmm. Can you soften into the stretch? Can you relax any more than you are right now? Right? Relax your shoulders, soften your belly, relax your jaw, right? All these things. I try not to get too caught up in the thoughts, right? The habits of the mind. Just let that stuff go. Right? Not that you can stop your thoughts necessarily, but we don't have to follow them. We don't have to pay attention. Last couple of breaths here. All right, one last breath. Inhale. And gently sigh it out. Exhale. Right. Take your time as you come up. Oh my goodness. Unravel the legs. Oh, that's it. Whew. Wiggle waggle. Shake it out. All right, let's lie down, guys. Come onto your backs. Water. Oh, that's good. Okay. So once you're lying down, go ahead and hug your knees in and consider what else you may want to do before you head into Shavasana. Happy baby. Kick out through the heels, stretch the inner thighs. Do you want to shake out your legs or take a twist or I don't know. So many things you could possibly do right now. In any case, once you've done the things, it's time for Shavasana. So lying on your backs, just take any comfortable position. Just try and even yourself out. Right? Extend through the arms, the legs. Everything heavy, everything soft. Allowing the body to rest. Right? Enjoying the sounds, the sensations. Not getting too caught up in any one thing. See if you can really appreciate the fullness of each moment, moment to moment. And we'll take a couple of minutes to rest in Shavasana. slowly begin to deepen your breath. Gently wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. There's no rush. Take your time. If you like, you can take a stretch, gently reaching the arms overhead, stretching out through the legs. Oh. And gently hugging the knees one last time. Drawing the knees into the chest. And again, maybe rocking a little side to side. It's up to you. Rolling onto your right side. You can pause there for a breath or two, just allowing the softness, the ease of Shavasana to linger. And coming up to seated as you're ready, pressing the floor away, coming up to sit. And as you come to sit, just close your eyes and just take a moment to notice how you feel, to just appreciate the effects of the practice on your body, your mind, right? Maybe emotionally you feel a little different. Maybe your breath is a little softer, a little steadier. And bringing the hands to press at the heart, thumbs to the sternum. Inhale, lifting the heart to the hands. Exhale, bowing the chin. Gratitude for this practice and all the goodness it brings, all the joy, body, mind, spirit, right? And anything else. What are you grateful for? And I mean, it's great to make a list, but really allow yourself to feel gratitude. Like let that feeling of gratitude just fill your heart, right? It's such an easy, quick way to add some joy to your day. Thank you so much for practice, you guys. I hope you have a wonderful Sunday. Namaste. Namaste. Namo Vaha. Yes. Om. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So fun as always. Thanks, guys. At home. There you are. Hello.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Nice to see you.
Good
Thanks,
to see
Terry, Julie.
you. Hey, Joel. Hey, Barb.
Thank you.
Hi, guys. You're welcome. Have a wonderful Sunday.
Miss you guys, but I'm
Yeah,
still staying home.
I know. Someday we'll be free again.
Well, thank you.
Someday. You're welcome. Nice to see you. Bye, Julie. Bye, Barb. Have a
Bye.
great day, guys. All right.